all things Ariana here. Hi. I've been gone for a little while. Um, I've been missing MIA, you could say, um, because I've been working a whole lot, and um, my computer went out on me, so therefore I had no way to edit my videos. So I just took that as a sign that maybe, excuse me, that I just needed to take a break and come back to it when everything got back into place and all of that. So while I was gone, I still thought about you all, different things that I could bring to you all. So the very first thing I wanted to bring to you is a new series that I thought of while I was gone. Just having a discussion with some of my best friends, or two of my best friends I should say, and we were just having normal conversation as always, and this thought came to my head, of the title, A Black Girl Struggles, and I felt like that would be a good series to be on my channel, simply because I'm a black woman. I struggle with different things every day, and a lot of the struggles that I may deal with, a lot of women of color in general deal with, and or women period, but we're going to be talking from a black woman's standpoint, and just discussing those things that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. Maybe hopefully it would give us, people on the outside, insight into us, and it gives us an outlet as to what is going on. Yeah, if you're interested in seeing what the first topic is in this series, stay tuned. Alright, so the first subject in my series of A Black Girl's Struggle is one that not just black women deal with. Every woman deals with it, and men do too. But since I'm a black woman and things are a little bit different for black women, I'm going to talk about how this topic affects black women. And the first topic is body shaming. So it's going to be more on the lines of social media bodies versus real life bodies, and how the expectation is set for social media is expected in real life, not realizing that real life is real life and social media is a facade. So yeah, so let's start here. Me being a black woman, all black women look different. We're tall, we're short, some of us are bigger, some of us are smaller, some of us are medium, some of us are whatever. Some of us have big boobs, some of us have little boobs, some of us have big hips, some of us have no hips, some of us have big butts, some of us have medium butts, some of us have no butts. So we vary in size, right? And I think for a long time, black women have been overly sexualized, in every shape, form. Doesn't matter whether you're big, small, little. Black women, I just feel like, have been over sexualized. Back in slavery days, we were the object of, whatever massa, whatever you want to call it, of his desires. But we weren't good enough to be with whomever or whatever that person may be, and we're looked at for big boobs. Well, when outside races look at black women, they look at us for big boobs, big lips, big butts. You know, they look for those things in us. That's what they expect of us. And it's just not an honest and accurate representation of every black woman in the United States. That's not how it works out, or period, across the land. And I feel like now, taken from that day back in like the 1800s up until now in 2019, like, the black woman's body is very over sexualized. It's looked at as an object of a sexual nature. Like, it's not looked at as a what's the word that I'm looking for, as a temple or a shrine or whatever you want to call it. It's not looked at like that. It's looked at as a just the object of sex, like an object of sex. So let's just bring it into social media, into real life. All you see on social media now is this very standard shape of, you know, big boobs, little bitty waist, these big hips, and these big butts. Now, naturally, black women are known to have some of those things, but not every black woman looks like that. I don't look like that. And so, to be in an age or in an era where that is praised, so much so that it makes a normal everyday woman, I'm not a celebrity, I'm not a nobody with these great big amounts of money. I'm a regular everyday person. Like, I work, live my life just like everybody else. So to be in that social media age, and all you see around you on social media is these women with these big boobs, these big old hips, whatever, these little bitty waists, it makes you look at yourself, and it brings those insecurities forward that, they've always been there. We may have suppressed them, we may have not suppressed them, but it just brings it forward, and it makes you think like, oh, well, nobody will like my body because I don't have big boobs. Nobody will like my body because I don't have these little bitty waists. Nobody won't like my body because I don't have these big old hips and things like that. And it brings those to the forefront, and it makes you start thinking negatively of yourself. And so, I guess it's more of, it makes you want to go and do things alter your body, like having plastic surgery and different things like that, to try to conform to those things. But I've come to realize, and I've come to see, that people tend to go do that and go take those risks and have those risky surgeries and put themselves in places just to look like somebody on social media. They end up not being very happy. They still unhappy with their body because they've modified it to look like somebody else's, and then it still may not look like that person, and they're still not happy, and then they keep going and they keep going, and next thing you know, they botch, they look crazy, they boobs look like this, one down here, one up here, like your butt got dimples in it the size of a crater. It's just like, why? And for me, I can speak for myself. Like, I'm tall. I'm fairly tall for a girl. I'm like 5'6", which is not really tall, but I am tall. I've always been fairly small. I've always had chest, like that's always been there. At some points in my life, when I had more weight on me, they were bigger. When I didn't have as much weight on me, they were smaller. My waist is not like the smallest thing in the world. Like, I have a short torso, so when I carry weight, it tends to go in my face and in my stomach. And then I've always had these really long legs. I've never really had much of hips or anything like that. I've always had thighs, like they've always been there. And like, I've never had this big old butt and things like that. So when I was younger, you see guys, they always go for the girl who has, the big old butt, the little bitty waist, the big old boobies, and it makes you feel like or it made me feel like I wasn't, what's the word that I'm looking for? I was not um sufficient enough for guys in general. Um and I always would have those thoughts of, well, maybe I need to get liposuction on my stomach and put it on my hips and in my butt, and maybe people would be more interested in me. Just young, you know, thinking that I needed to fit in to the stigma that young guys that are immature had, and were projecting their insecurities on me, feeling like I had to fit into that mold. And then as I got older, I realized, like, those girls that they praise and gawk over, and they talk so much about, like, 9 times out of 10 they don't really take them seriously, and they take them for what they are. Like, those people who put themselves out as as a sex object, then that's what they treat them as, a sex object. But I've never been one to carry myself in that manner. And regardless of whether I had big boobs or no boobs or no hips or whatever, listen, sis, that ain't never stopped my show. My show has always went on the way that it was supposed to go. It ain't never stopped nobody from trying to talk to me or not trying to be with me or whatever. Like, no complaints over here, sis. Trust me, we good. So, I think as you get older, you tend to realize that if somebody want to be with you, they're gonna be with you. Whether you got big old hips, big old butt, whatever, they're gonna be with you, regardless of the fact. For me, I love my body. I mean, there's obviously things that, if I could do something about it, which I can, don't get me wrong, I could if I would like to, but I really don't care to, because like I said, it ain't never stopped nothing that was going on over here, so why change it when you got a good thing going? But nonetheless, I've just become more okay. Like, I'm okay with myself, so I don't really care if you don't like me because I got a big nose, or I don't care if you don't like me because I don't have these big old boobies, and I don't have this little bitty waist, and I don't have these big gigantic hips. I don't care. Like, if you're gonna be with me, you're gonna be with me because I'm me. So I think it makes it so difficult in this social media age, especially for, like, black women who have had kids and their body is not like it used to be. So now they got these big saggy boobs and this stomach that they hate so much, and now they feel like they got these dimples and these cellulite or whatever. I think it makes it that much more difficult for those, like that woman who's had a child, or that woman who's been big all her life, or that girl who's been naturally skinny. Like, I understand that that's ideal, it looks good, it attracts your attention, but does it hold your attention? And 9 times out of 10 it doesn't. You find that most men, they like to look at those big butt women, or those big boob women, or those people with those little bitty shapes or whatever, but I've seen 9 times out of 10 the people that they marry, and they look nothing like that. They're either a lot bigger all the way around, or a lot smaller all the way around. There's never, and some people get lucky, to find that person who's built like that or whatever, or naturally built like that, or had surgery to look like that. Hey, if that's your preference and you like to do that, go do that. But I don't like people to project. Just because you like one thing, that don't mean I got to be that one thing. Like, I'm not finna put my life in jeopardy to suffice you, and I feel like and we get that a lot from black men. Black men do it to us a lot, because they just feel like, oh, you gotta look like this, or you gotta look like that, or you gotta look like whatever. Okay, let's take a break here, and I'm about to be real petty for a minute. Like, Okay, why I got to look like this Coke bottle model, but your mama out here 200-300 pounds? You still love her? You don't body shame her? So why you gotta body shame me because I'm 5'6", 150 pounds, and I'm small? Hmm. Okay, like don't do that. Don't project your insecure just because you are insecure as a man. You don't feel like where you're supposed to be. Don't come over body shaming me because I'm tiny and I don't have this great big old butt or whatever. Or don't go over there body shaming that girl because she didn't have a baby and her belly is hanging a little bit and she got stretch marks or whatever. Don't do that. Like, that's not cool. And that's the day and age we live in. And it makes it even worse for like the people with that have little girls, and all they see is these women with these big old butts and these big old whatever, and they got on these little bitty pieces of clothes like this big that's barely covering everything. Like, those are the images you're giving to your daughter. Like, these are the things that they're seeing, and they think that's okay. Like, they don't feel like their body is enough for them. They don't feel like that's not how they're supposed to look. They don't realize that is the body they're supposed to have. And so then these girls go put themselves in danger, getting butt shots, trying to get boob implants and all that stuff, and their bodies half the time ain't even finished growing and ain't even fully developed yet. Like, I'm about to be 27 here next week, and I don't even feel like my body has fully developed to where it's supposed to be. And now little girls are going to change their body and alter their bodies because they see this social media look. And this social media look is not realistic. It's not real. In real life, women look differently. All women look different. Every last woman in this world looks different. We're tall, we're short. Like I said, we're all different. And I feel like at this point, like, moms need to have talks with their sons and their daughters and let them know, like, for the boys, don't shame little girls because they may be bigger than you, or they may be smaller than you, or they may not have the things that you may prefer in your girlfriend or your wife. Don't body shame a woman for that. And mothers need to tell their daughters, like, hey, what you have is what's meant for you. Those small boobs that you may have, that big nose you may have, that small butt you may have, those big old hips, those were meant for you. That's what you were supposed to have. And it starts at home. Like, it really starts at home. And I've dealt with it a lot in my life, being small, wishing I was bigger. And it's literally like a cycle. Like, people who are bigger always wish they were smaller. People who are smaller always wish like they were bigger. But nobody's ever like, okay, I'm happy where I am. I'm good where I am. If you want to change something about yourself, go work out. Like, if you want a bigger butt, go work out. If you want to lose weight, go work out. Like, why do we have to go have surgery to fit into this Barbie doll, because that's what I call it, Barbie doll mold? We ain't all built the same. We ain't all made the same. And I refuse to be out here going to get these surgeries, making my waist this big, with a butt that's coming out to God knows here, and my legs look this big. Like, I will not be walking around looking like an ant because some little insecure boy don't know how to say, hey, I prefer a girl with a bigger butt. Instead of coming over here and telling me, oh, you need a bigger butt, you need this, you need to do this, you need to do that. No, I don't. Ariana's good in her body. She's good where she's at. And if my body is not okay with you, then guess what? Bye. Bye. Why are you wasting my time? So, I don't know. Body shaming, I just don't understand. I mean, I understand the concept of it, but I don't understand why people do it. Like, we're all different. We've always been different, And anything that I could say to any woman, little girl, whoever, like, just know that you're beautiful regardless of the fact. Like, because if you look at my circle, my group of friends, we're all different. we're all different. Like, some of us are short, some of us are tall, some of us are bigger than others, some of us are smaller than others. A good bit of my friends have had kids, you know, so they got my own bodies now, you know, and I still think they're all beautiful. Like, I feel like they're all beautiful. Like, I would never ban any one of my friends, or any other woman for that matter, just because, you know, she's bigger than me, or she's smaller than me, or she's whatever. No, sis, if you look good, baby, you look good. Do you. Do what works for you. Make yourself look good, baby. Listen, if you got a big old stomach, and you want to stuff them in your pants, stuff it, sis. If you got some saggy boobs, and you want to put on a push-up bar and make them sit at your neck, do it. If you small and you ain't got no butt, you want a booty pad, sis, do that. Do you. Whatever makes you happy. But just know, whatever you've been given in life, you are beautiful with it. Trust me. I've always had body insecurities. Like my nose. I always used to hate my nose. Like, I wish I had a smaller nose. But for what? I still got people with my nose. So what's the point in hating it? Like, this is my face. This is my nose. This is my body. I'm good with it. And like I said, I ain't got no complaints yet, sis. So why would I change something that, if it ain't broke, don't fix it? So I'm not. So that's all I got to say, y'all. So if there's anything that you would like to say, leave it down in the comments. Let me know. If you got anything that you would like to dialect on, let me know. Other than that, y'all, you know the drill. Like, comment, share. You know, come be a part of this family. Make sure you subscribe. And until next time, guys. Bye.